Okay, hello and welcome to a brand new series. So, in this episode, we're going to be starting a mod pack called All-in-One. So, timer and dimensions. Dimensions are generated in a vanilla world that is skyblock. That means you're free to get all of their resources. Your time is limited by a timer display. Cool timer. This timer isn't added by any dimension mod. It's added by the time is up mod. Okay, cool. Let's start. You have to create a party in order to use FCB quests. Yep. Gotcha. Don't forget to do the quest. Don't forget to do the quests. If you get stuck, this quest book is meant to be a complete guide, but can contain some tips, some mods. It can also have a guidebook, which can be very helpful. Okay, so we've got that taken care of. Now we are in the flatland. So we are in the flatland, 1 block mined, although I haven't mined any blocks, but we've mined the block now. We got dirt chest 9,000, which I guess can store a stack of dirt, which is cool. And we got a stack of dirt, so maybe since mobs are spawning, what I should do is make an actual platform for more stuff to spawn. And what I'm realizing now is that there's water down there, as well as some other stuff. So, oh, I can't break that. Okay. It may be a good idea to at some point build down and get at that, but for right now I think I'm just gonna build a little 5 wide area that goes out a little bit. And shoot, that's a little annoying. Trying to think of a way to get that back. I don't think there's a way that I could get that back, so we're just gonna build out a little bit right to here. Now let's pick up our iron chest, and hopefully we can get some saplings and tree stuff soon. I don't think there's anything we could make right now, because we need 128 dirt. I need to breed animals. I need clay, sand. We can unlock the clay by doing that, I guess. And then we can get a little bit more. Hopefully we could get some of the rare stuff, like different blocks, but wait, 32 clay balls and 10x sand. It's for sandy bricks, which may be a better shout than using the other things. We got our first sapling. Okay. Is there twerking for trees is the real question. It looks like there's not. So what I'm gonna have to do, and what I'm realizing I probably should have done, is put it 1 block further in so that we can actually have more space. But right now we're just gonna mine until we get something else, and hopefully that tree will grow for us. We probably should get the tree. We got some sheep though, which is dope. Another sapling. Big, we got another sapling, which I'm gonna leave some space. And we need, shoot, that could have been really bad. And what I'm realizing is that the animals bred quest may not actually be animals bred, because it says, okay, animals bred, it says 0 to 6, but it has the killing icon, which is confusing. Maybe I do have to breed animals for it, but I don't fully. I wish there was a way for me to get grass blocks right now, because right now we're kind of just on dirt, which is a little unfortunate. Shoot, I probably should have tried to save those bees, but I don't know what else we could have really done there. Okay, we got our first pig, which is nice. We also got an apple, and trees still have not grown, which is a little bit unfortunate. We also got another sapling. Which, what do I need for these sandy bricks? I need 10x clay balls. Ooh, we got our first tree growth. Okay. Please give me another sapling. I'm gonna break all of the leaves first, just on the exterior, just in case we end up getting something unfortunate happening where the outsider what drops the leaves and it ends up throwing one off the island, just because they're at the edge. So we just gotta be very, very careful, because I don't want to lose anything. I know I haven't played many Skyblock packs on my channel. I don't think I've really played any major Skyblock packs, but this one is one of them that I wanted to give a shot and check out, and it looks a little interesting. but thankfully we were able to get 3 of the warm blossoms, so let's get you replanted. We need more sand, more gravel, or more, not gravel, we need more clay. We got the 10x clay, now we just need 5 more sand, 4 more sand, and then we should be there. And another thing is just getting, I mean, grass so that we can grow the grass on top of it is gonna be big. Is that, we need 2 more sand, okay. 9 sand, got 2 sheep, which is great. We also got another stack of those guys. How far into, okay, 90 blocks mined. We've mined 90 blocks so far in this episode. And overall, it's not been the most effective thing. We got dried kelp, interesting. Good for burning, but this stuff has been a little bit lackluster. Regardless, we got enough sand in order to get the sandy bricks that we needed. So that's good. That's big. We also got the big, holy, that's a big tree. So we've kind of got our starting area semi-mapped out. Let's get you surrounded by these bricks, just so that we have them. That's probably a big bad decision. I'm realizing right now. That's probably a really bad decision for us to lose that sheep, or that, not sheep, chicken, but, I mean, hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt. We lost the pig as well, which is annoying, but, I mean, there's not much we can really do with that, so it is what it is. At least I can start to outline this little area. I mean, I think what I'm gonna want is a 10 block area on the outside of these, but I don't think I have enough of these sandy bricks for that. Are these guys made out of sand and bricks? Okay, so it's just, oh, well, you know, we had enough, so that's fine. And what I'm realizing is I may want to, since we've got this, we can go through these sapling quests. So, probably should make a normal crafting table, which I guess we can plop down right here. And then we can make ourselves some sticks. And I think I'm just gonna have to mine through this tree like normal, because otherwise it's gonna take long. You know what? Because I can, I'm gonna make an axe and a shovel. And is there tree capitator? Nope, there's no tree capitation, which is fine. It's just a little bit annoying because it means that this is gonna take a little bit longer. But that's not a real issue, because at least we're gonna be able to get what we need to get from these, which is mostly just the saplings, but also is getting a sizable amount of wood at the very beginning in order for us to get started on some of the other mods and other things that are in normal skyblock stuff. So, like, we'll need a lava generator, or not lava generator, but a cobblestone generator and other stuff, and getting enough wood to have everything be started, so hopefully we can get that stuff fairly rapidly. Of course, I'm not going to be able to, like, zip through it immediately, but at least we can go considerably faster with this than without it. And we also got both of those saplings again, which is perfect, because that means that they replace themselves, which is perfect for that. I mean, ideally I'd want to branch out a little bit farther with this, but I don't think I can with what resources we have. So, I think we just break down the trees, take care of it. Okay, that's our axe gone. It's gonna take a lot longer now, but it's fine, right? I mean, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. It's just breaking down all of the logs up here, which looks to be a lot more than I was honestly expecting. This tree's pretty buff, but hey, thankfully that landed on there, because every sapling is very, very helpful, especially right now. because making sure that we keep it renewable is such a impactful thing right now that if we lose more than like 4 saplings, 5 saplings, it'd be really unfair. But thankfully we have the 1 block, so realistically we could get back things. I don't know how hard it would be for us to get them back, so you know, having everything as it is quite nice, to be honest. You know, it's pretty chill. This is a pretty cool mod pack, and I'm planning on making the episodes around 45 minutes of time each. Maybe what I'll end up doing, if people really want it, and you can comment below to impact this, is if people want a longer version that is unedited to, like, watch or listen to while they're studying or doing some other stuff, let me know. I think I'd be definitely willing to do a unedited and then an edited versions, but keeping the edited version down to like half an hour to 45 minutes is gonna be probably the option that I'm gonna pick. But I would love to hear you guys' opinion, so please let me know in the comments, because I read nearly every comment. I mean, some comments I don't end up reading, especially if they're pretty negative. But overall, I do appreciate everyone supportive. And also, if there's other mod packs you want me to play, like, after this or whatever, let me know. I'm very interested in what you guys want me to play, so I'll probably do it, depending on whatever happens. Regardless, we're at a fairly decent spot right now. Got a bunch of wood, got a bunch of stuff, and I guess what we can do is make a couple more shovels and just start going at it with the 1 block. And now we just get to mining away at the 1 block, and hopefully we end up getting something nice. Is there a crook? From Ex Nihilo. Is there anything in here? A new population, that's that. Cobblestone, shift right click on grass to get pebbles. This is grass, so shift right click. Okay. So I can just do this to get pebbles. To get cobblestone, I guess. So maybe we just do this for a bit. Honestly, this is a really relaxing sound, so I'm kind of vibing to it. Maybe you make a 10-hour ASMR version of this too. I don't know, if you guys would like that, let me know. We're at, like, a very high amount. We're at 500. So I think what we can do right now is it 9? No, it's 4. Okay, so we've made 2 stacks of cobble already. We've already accomplished underground level stuff. Wait, we need a wooden pickaxe. Okay. Dope. So we got that. Now I need stone tool. I guess I don't need the wood tools anymore, because I've got the stone stuff now. So we can just make a full set of stone tools. And then don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm gonna chuck the books into here as well. The 1 block analyzer can stay in there as well. But for the most part, what I want to do now is, I think that farming the flatland's gonna be big, and that should be helpful. I also want to test. Okay, we've got 2 sheep. Does this count as? No, it does not. Okay, so it is animals bred, not animals slain. So we need to make sure that we try and get as many animals to spawn as possible. Ended up not killing as many as we want to. But what I'm also gonna do is every time we get some grass, probably grab a bunch more of these stones, just so we have a good enough amount of cobble for right now. Although, actually, I'm realizing that we're probably going to hit the next thing, which is, like, the underground, relatively soon, so I want to make sure that it's not going to be too crazy. So, honestly, we've got enough for now. Let's just do this. Let's just get everything we need to. Got another sapling, which is great. What we can do is we can start growing the yellow sapling, and then hopefully we can get some other saplings too. And this should drop the dirt that's in it, well, which is great. We get a bunch of dirt, we get a bunch of everything else. Soon there should be the grasslands, but I don't know how soon, because of course we get lucky by getting the same stupid yellow blossom. Ooh, orange, could we get that? No. We got a cow to spawn, interesting. The issue is how am I gonna get things to spawn if... what's the next one, actually? So we got farmland. Okay. Wait. Fill a composter with leaves. How do I get leaves? Is there shears that are, like, different? I don't know. Oh, shoot, there's silent gear shears. Shoot, we can potentially get a nice blueprint stuff. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if I silent gearify my stuff, then we get that, and then the shear blueprints, I can also make the shears template, which is just gonna be a knife. And then whatever, so I would need a stick, and that, and then I get a knife, and then we get, the template boards? We get a bunch of template boards. And then we go and we make ourselves a shears template, and then I make cobblestone shears. Wait. How do I... Stone and stone. Stone shears blade. How do I use the shears blade with... Oh, I could just do that. Okay. And that's how I can get leaves for... Okay. So now we have dark oak leaves, which potentially we could get other stuff from, but what I can use it for is for the saplings that we have a bunch of extra saplings for. I can use it on the leaves, like, up here. We can do that. This is also probably the thing that lets us know that we're getting... Yep, we're at the farmland now. So we're to farmland, which is great, because we've got all the different colors of blocks and everything. Also different ores in different places, which is cool. Astral, Magica... Abyss, Bumble Zone, cool, Nether, a Netherrack, and stuff. Okay, so we still need a bunch of stuff from the flatland, but we're now in the farmland. We need grass. Is there a way to get grass? Grass block. So Starlight Infusion. Filling by spout. Water onto dirt. That's going to be a fluid tank, which is mostly going to be copper, and then the logs. Okay. Is there a way to get... Is there a way to get grass? Wait. I'm realizing I'm a little stupid. Because what I can do... Day 2. Okay. Cool. what I'm realizing is that I can actually get grass to spread from this to the actual thing by doing this. Because it will spread through this. So now I just need to wait. So I may just, honestly, what we can do is I have an extra sunny blossom. I can chuck most of this stuff in here. Got those guys as well. I can chuck the oak wood and the knife and the boards and the cobble we can chuck in here. Blueprint we'll chuck in there. The wood we can chuck in there. The foods we can chuck in there. Water, we should make an infinite water source, which I'm going to do right over here. So we've got that. Now what we can do is we just go like that, and simple, nice and easy, infinite water source, and then we'll get some water going down. Probably should put it either side just in case, just so we have enough extra. That should be good for that. Now what we need to do is we're gonna start growing mostly oak. And for that, we should cut down this. I want to make sure that I get a couple extra saplings. But I don't need, like, all of them to be extra saplings. So what we can potentially do... Oh, never mind. Get fast leaf decay, I forgot. So all of them turned into saplings. And we already got some grass starting to move. So since we got some grass blocks starting to propagate from them, we can start mining this away. What I'm gonna do instead is that plop you down, and plop you down, and then plop you down. So those guys are gonna start doing their thing, and we're going to just keep mining through the grassland because we can end up getting some of the better materials and stuff from this as well. And what we really need is we can turn hay bales into that, and then is there a way to turn wheat into seeds? Because if there is a seed way, is there a way to get wheat seeds? So, botany pots, wheat seeds. So we got botany pots, and then hopper botany pots. We also have milling, which is a millstone, which is andesite alloy, which means I need iron, which is going to be probably mob farm related, or... But yeah, for that path we would need that. Other than that, is there another way I could get it? Plant drops... It looks like for the most part, we'll just need to get either lucky with seeds, or... Yeah, lucky with seeds, or find a way to get andesite alloy and that stuff quickly, which I don't know how reasonable that is. Because, I mean, come on now, it's not crazy reasonable. Regardless, we should be able to at least harvest most of this, and we should be able to also do is we should be able to, in inventory, fix our shovel. Oh, okay. Forget how Silent Gear stuff works. Wait, how does it work again? That's silent. We probably need the very crude repair kit. Is there a way to make... Okay. So stone... Okay. Very crude repair kit. We can do that, or... Can you crafting table it? No. Okay. Does it need... It probably needs to be broken first, I guess. But, I don't know, it's a little strange. It used to be different. Maybe I'm just wrong. I don't know. I don't use Silent Gear a lot, so I'm probably just wrong, but... Who knows? If If there's like a block of seeds, though, that'd be very big. Because right now we've got multiple different types of rice. We're getting petal blocks, we're getting melons, we're getting pumpkins. And the main thing that we really need is seeds and wheat in order to grow and breed animals. We also got some rich soil, which is great. Can I fix you now? How do I fix a broken tool? Cutting board, information, salvaging. Is it just anvil repairing, or like, can you repair it with other stuff too? Because, I mean, like, hey, honestly, it's nice that you can repair things. It's just a little obnoxious. Okay. Well, I guess that this is going to be a little bit difficult for us, but it should be okay. I need to make sure that we can breed stuff with the wheat we have. We've got the melon slices, we've got the cabbages, we've got most other plants that we can grow. I've got carrots, I've got potatoes, I'm gonna set aside 9 wheat, melons, pumpkins, cabbage. Set aside straw too. Same with rice. That, just so that we have them set aside. And ow. Okay, let's just get you done. I gotta make sure that I have a surplus of saplings before I start farming. Because I know that I'm gonna go through a substantial amount of them. What was I getting the leaves for again? It was for something, right? It was... So the leaves were being farmed in order to... How did I forget? What? What was I farming leaves for? Leaves... like carpets... flowering, grading, supercharging, crushing... or something? Oak hedges. What? Am I like going crazy or something? Honestly, I should probably just focus on getting botany pots. But, I mean, on the off chance that we end up getting something really nice, it's gonna be so helpful. So I'm gonna get rid of my stone shovel, because we're just gonna make another one. Why not? Let's just do this. Easy, taken care of. Perfect. Now those guys are separated. We can at least go through and take care of even more of these blocks that don't really do much for us. Most of it is axe-related blocks, which is funny to me because, I mean, it's a little goofy that axe is actually so necessary in a one-block mining fashion, but fair enough, I guess. Okay, we hit the underground. So, we finally hit underground. Our first thing is a tin ore from Mechanism. Let's first look. We didn't end up getting anything too different. We do have a little bit extra of all different things. But what we need mainly right now is andesite alloy, which is iron nuggets and andesite. Andesite, we need diorite. Or andesite cobblestone. Yeah, okay. So we need the andesites or the diorites. Silver ore. I don't think I can actually harvest silver ore, which is really annoying. I can. Interesting. Amethyst? Can I harvest amethyst with a... Nope, that's a bummer. I don't know if there's a way to, like, tier up my Silent Gear stuff. So, maybe we look at... There's a Silent Gear guide? No. Okay. Is there a silent gear tab? No. Okay. Wait, we get iron for completing the iron... Wait, how do I have an iron tier? What? I'm confused. Okay. What can we use for tool rod? Is there a more efficient wood? So spruce will give us spruce wood, which gives us flexible 1, versus oak, which will... Is it the same? Is the real question. So spruce is stats 1, 1, 1. Flexible 1. Oak is the same. Okay, oak is the exact same. What about pickaxe head? We get malleable, and then harvest level goes up. We get... those guys. We get our flexible, malleable, magnetic. Okay. I mean, overall, that's pretty good stats, so let's just do it. And I guess we'll see kind of what happens at the end of this. I don't fully know what else I'm really expecting, but should be able to mine the higher tier stuff now, which is great, because, I mean, we want to make sure that we're able to mine whatever we come across. So, that's good. Just gotta make sure that I'm using the right pickaxe for it. So, like, tin ore, iron ore, we use that for it. Green sapphire, probably gonna be that one. Multi-gem, we probably use that one as well. Copper, we can definitely stone pickaxe. Cobble as well. Zinc. Okay, cobble. I need andesite or other brighter stuff, so I don't fully know what else we should really be focusing on right now when it comes down to... Okay, we got some andesite. We need... I don't know the... Actually, probably should do the exact calculations for how much andesite I need. So, we will need a millstone and a hand crank. So, hand crank, or a water wheel, which is probably a better, more effective use of our time. So, we get a hand crank, it's going to be 2 andesite alloy, 3 andesite alloy, 4 andesite alloy. So... How is the andesite alloy made? 1, so we need 8 pieces of andesite. So not a crazy amount, thankfully. It's mostly just making sure we have enough of everything. So like I can combine you guys and we get ourselves some andesite as well, which is great because we're gonna need 8 of them in comparison to the amount of everything else we'll need. Onyx, we can grab you as well. Onyx, emerald, we'll need that. Phospholite, we'll probably need that too. Garnet, diorite again. Lead, we can mine with that. Lapis. Okay, we get 6 of our 8 andesite as well, which is great. I'm just making sure that we're monitoring it because I don't want to accidentally like overfill my inventory and everything. Okay, we got you taken care of as well. Probably should make another chest or a couple, just so that we have the space for some of this mining loot. So let's do that real quick. Chuck the string out temporarily. Take you, chop you down. Plop you down, and then we'll put all of the mining stuff into here. I know I'm gonna need the iron, and I'm not necessarily gonna need the zinc, because what I can use instead is I can use the iron, because the iron is gonna be much cheaper for us than the zinc is. But what I can do as well right now is I can eat melon slices as food. As opposed to having to worry about food right now. Which is great. I just need a little bit more andesite. So, should be okay. Silver ore, let's grab that. Grab all the tin we can. Amethyst. Grab the lead. Amber. We grab the gold, the cobble. Lead again. Heliodor. Every single one of these interesting sounding ores we need to mine because we need to acquire it anyway. So it's more important for us to mine it and get it than it is for us to like try and save our resources for certain things. Also, there's a reason why I'm trying to make sure that I keep the loot from these guys. That's because we're gonna need string in order to make a bed eventually. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. I probably should also keep the cobble because we're gonna definitely need a furnace, which we have now. Great. We can smelt up the iron. Tuck that in there. We can also start eating a little bit more. And we can also break down the rest of that, just so we have that taken care of. So that now we can go through and phosphite again, gold again, osmium, copper, osmium, copper. We can mine most of this with the stone pickaxe, which is what I'm probably should be using for nearly everything, but I'm not because, well, I'm a little dumb, but also just because I don't necessarily think that it's worth going completely into that. But I am also going to be using 4 of our coal 4 torches because I want to keep everything relatively well lit. So 3, and then pop you there, and then I probably should work a little bit of an edge around most of this area so that we just don't. So we have a little bit of more of a margin because it's very helpful to have that margin. If possible, which of course it is, because you can just be careful, but being careful and making sure that you're careful are 2 very different things, and I want to make sure that I'm careful and be careful. I think that it's important, so that's what we're gonna do. Got that. Add the margin on this side, so we have it. Pop you there, perfect, and that should be good. We should be able to do now is chuck our tools there, grab most of this stuff. I don't know, I definitely think that 2 iron is enough. Wait, no, because I need 4. Wait, no, 2 is enough. Yep, I'm smart with it. Yup, Okay, I just need 1 more good thing of diorite or 2 more andesite. Okay, we got 1 more andesite. Just 1 more andesite, that's all I need. More amber ore, some more coal, cobble, iron ore. You love to see it, honestly. Every single one of these is so helpful for us that I'm just very, very happy how this is going. Then we get some more diorite, which we combine with cobble to get our andesite back. And now we just do this, and got our 4 andesite alloy, which is perfect. Now we can chuck most of the stuff back into here. We've got our 4 andesite alloy, which I think the main thing now that I need is just wood. No, shoot, I just wasted a coal. So we're okay. Perk and tool abilities. What? We need a millstone. So we need cogwheel, which means 8 buttons. Which is perfect because we can just simply do this. So we need 1 cogwheel. And then we need the large cogwheels, which are essentially just cogwheel, but bigger. So we get ourselves 4 buttons, and then we just spread them out. And we plop those guys down. We get ourselves our large cogwheels, which is perfect. Then we get ourselves 2 things of slabs. Probably get ourselves a 3rd thing of slabs because we're going to make 2 water wheels for increased power. And then we need ourselves a polished slate, which is just any stone. So let's just plop our cobble back in there. And I guess I didn't need all... Oh, wait, I needed shafts. I forgot about that, which is 2 of those guys. And now that I'm realizing that, I'm also seeing that I'm probably going to need some more large cogwheels. So I may need a little bit more andesite, which shouldn't be too big of a thing. Just be a little bit annoying. Gotta do a little bit more mining, but I may actually be able to shoot. I need... That's... yes. I'm a little bit stupid. I need more anyway, because, yep, of course. Decided to turn my brain off a little bit. You know, it's fine. We'll make it through, but I may have completely negated to remember that we needed 2 more for the millstone itself. Which is why I got exactly the amount that I needed, as opposed to a little bit more, which was probably a bad idea. But at least we learn. You know, learning is what life's about, so if you don't learn, it's tough, but if you learn, you're able to move on, you're able to succeed. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Because otherwise life's hard. Oh. There we go. Perfect. The poison's gonna ruin us, but thankfully, we'll be able to just heat up a little bit, and then we can come back over here, chuck that stuff there. Morganite, we got some onyx, we got prosperity shards and furium essence, we got some sticks, we got some extra coal, which is great. You'll love to see it, honestly. Some more iron ore. Perfect. 2 pieces of diorite, which is kind of perfect because that's exactly what we needed right now. Because that gives us 2 more opportunities for andesite alloy, which means that we should have most of what we need. Because what I should be able to do is make ourselves the millstone. This is all so that we can breed stuff, by the way. I just want to make that very clear, that this has all been the journey for us to get seeds so that we can breed stuff. And also potentially get some lava, although I don't know necessarily lava. How easy is it going to be to get us some lava? Starlight light well, which is going to be making a light well, which is annoying. Lava. How do we get lava? Superheated mixer or a light well. Block conversion, we need a magmatic beam. So lava might be a ways away unless we get it from something. But, I mean, hey, it's, you know, that's all good. It's all good. So, we need to have our water wheels set up. So, what I probably should do... Just go out a couple, we go up, and go up some more, we go back, pop this down, go up a little more, and then what we can do is we plop our water wheels down, plop that down, we plop that down, and then we should be able to... So, that's going to go into a small, which is going to need to go into a larger one. Which is then going to rotate it and then translate into a smaller one. Which should then be able to activate and help us with our milling. So that's the plan. Of course, the execution is going to depend on whether we can get some more... andesite alloy, which is just going to be reliant on andesite right now. So, I mean, hey, it's going to be a little bit, but that's fine. What is the stats of Eliador versus I'm gonna need to do a stat check on like all of these different things, but I'm probably gonna save that for next episode, just because this has been a little bit of a longer little session. But let's at least get our milling stone set up first. So, need a little bit more andesite, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. A little more opal, which is great. You'll love to see it. Some more coal ores, andesite, perfect. We got one more andesite. I need... One could probably be enough, because I think you only need one andesite alloy for a thing. So... should be able to, right? Andesite alloy, and then I need 4 of buttons, and then 4 of guys, and then andesite alloy for the large cog wheel. So that's gonna go up, and then it needs to go down. And then translate that into faster spinning. Through this guy. Go down, and then that should translate into this guy spinning a little bit faster. No. Why? It's going small. Oh, it gotta go big to small. It go big, small, and then it go. Right. Okay. So if I do it like this, actually, it could be a little better. Perfect. Okay, so we grab it, we get the big. And then the big goes to... Wait, this cow's gonna get on my nerves, but it's fine. So that one goes to that one. Which then... Actually, this one needs to be... like this. Which then will go to this one. Which should go like that. Which is not right again, because yeah, okay. I just forgot how gear ratios work, because I don't know. There we go. I just turned off my brain for a second, I guess. So we go like that to that, which then goes to this guy. Okay. Which I can do vertically, because we only have one gear ratio. Because I do this to that, and then place that. And then that goes to that guy. Which then goes to that guy. There we go. Okay, well, that's fine. And then from there, I should be able to just chuck in, like, that. And then we get that, and that's going to be doing that thing to get us the seeds that we need. So we're getting wheat flour, and occasionally we should get seeds. So, I chuck all of it in there, and then we mine the ores. I don't know how good silver tools are in the whole scheme of things, but they probably are not awful. And also, I'm realizing we can get infinite cobble, so I may want to, next episode, set up a mob grinder. Probably a good idea, as well as I'm realizing that we're getting a lot more zinc stuff as I continue to mine. And also that this pickaxe is actually kind of atrociously bad, so let's just use the better pickaxe. But also, we can just grab, we have seeds now, which means we can start a farm. So let's put that on hold for a second. Let's grab ourselves, you know, a stack and some cobble. Let's deposit most of our rarer stuff that we picked up back in here. You can leave the seeds and such in here as well. And you can also leave the cogwheels and shafts and stuff in here. I'm gonna keep the torches just because they're helpful. And let's go out a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, shoot. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Now we go all the way back. And then we've got a nice 2 long block of growth for these guys, which is great. And then the center will be right here. And what we'll do is we'll do a column build. So this one will be water column, or column, I guess. Row is probably a better term. But we'll do the water row. This will be perfect because we can also set up light right here. And also let's do the exterior should be cobbled surrounded so that we have good nice pathway around the edges. Be a lot safer for us to walk around if we have just cobble out here. So let's do this. What we can also do is we can put the light on top of the middle so that more light will shine a wider space around. So if I do it like this, it should be good for the maximum efficiency of the materials we have. So if we go boop, 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 and okay, wrong area. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Da 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 da. Just gotta get all the way back with cobble. Perfect, and then we go alternating 3, 4. That's and that, and then right here, perfect. And then now all this needs to get filled in by dirt, which I don't think we currently have enough right in our inventory right this second. This will need quite a bit, but then all this will be able to turn into farm. And I'll probably add a couple strips along the sides, specifically for melons and pumpkins. But I think that this is going to be the best way for us to set this up for now, so that we can grow as much as we possibly can. Oh, shoot. For us to grow as much as we possibly can at this current juncture within our gameplay. Because the main goal is getting to the end of the series, which is going to be probably somewhat of a challenge. I'm not going to say it's going to be nothing, but I don't think it's going to be too crazy difficult with essentially the progress that we've done in an hour. So, I mean, hey, if you guys think this is going to take a while, let me know. I also want to know your guys' opinions on if you think this is a good pack that you would like to see me continue to play. Because if not, then I can always stop. It's not something that I'm like fully committed to. I do think it's a little fun, but if you guys don't want to watch it, that's fair for you. Regardless, let's get ourselves the water we need, and then next episode we'll start by planting, and we'll take care of everything else from there. So, that is going to be the end of this one. GG's. Peace. Have a fantastic day. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye, and have a great day. See ya.